Hi, this is Christina the Happy Heretic, and today is, oh shoot, June something. I'll put it in the description. And I have been trying to get everything ready for the horrible heat and humidity that we have here in Georgia in June, July, and August. So I've done some series. I haven't picked up all the debris yet. You have to pick up the debris from my zucchini and squash plants. And yeah, it looks like a massacre happened, doesn't it? But it didn't. I picked the almost ripe cucumbers off this, what was a completely crazy, out of control plant. And there are leaves on both sides. I know some of you are going, what have you done? But what I want to show you is why. First of all, several were growing down really super low into the ground and rotting on the end. They were either rotting because of the soil, or, which is, I mean, it could have fungus or some mold or something in it, or also could possibly didn't get pollinated. But if you look, see if I can get a shot of how many flowers that this cucumber plant has. So many. And they were all hidden. Now, I picked quite a few immature cucumbers because I don't mind. I'm just gonna slice them and put them in some balsamic vinegar and some extra virgin olive oil and eat them for lunch. But I want as many as possible to be of these flowers to be pollinated. That increases production. And they were just covered up. I'm not saying none were getting pollinated. I'm saying that pollination was becoming a little bit of an issue. So I trimmed those back. On the squash and sugar pumpkin, I did the same because all of the leaves, all of the flowers were way down here, and I only had one of my little butternut squash. So I trimmed that back. Obviously not the tips. They're still up here growing. But old yellow leaves needed to go. Anything, and powdery mildew, that was kind of the point of this video to begin with. Powdery mildew is really becoming an issue in the South right now. It has rained, it has been humid, it has been hot, it is insane. And you really can't avoid it. So airflow is important. And losing a little bit of the leaves is not going to hurt those plants. It will help with pollination, and I still have quite a few growing. So that's good. But the big experiment today, I have to come over here, with powdery mildew. I don't use insecticides of any kind, not even for the nasty Japanese beetles that I've been fighting this week. But my pumpkin and squash plants had gotten powdery mildew. So I have sprayed them. And let's see if I can get the sun just right. If you see those spots, hopefully I'm catching it early. Now on the tips, that's the spray. But if you look in the middle, powdery mildew. So, I trimmed just a very few leaves off this, not many at all. It's still not, a little bit around where it's setting blossoms, not a lot. And I still have another leaf or two to get. But I wanted to get the powdery, I didn't want to lose the plants. They're gorgeous, they're big. I really want a sugar pumpkin because I want to see what it's like, and the worms will go nuts for it. So, powdery mildew is not something I want to control. So the experiment is this. I have sprayed the plants, this one, very heavily with a milk and water solution. And the concept behind that is, and this is one of the few things, very, very, very few things, that you spray your leaves with in the sunshine. Because the protein in the milk, there's a reaction with the enzymes and all of that in the sunlight. And in theory, that kills the mildew. We'll see. If I have to, I'll do it 2 or 3 times before I do anything more extreme. I have neem oil to fight the bugs and some other things. I used it a little bit last year because I was completely infested with Japanese beetles and some other things that I was going to lose the whole garden, but I don't like to do it. There's kind of like DE. you go back and forth on will it kill beneficials too. And really and truly, if you can get away with using something like milk, if it's a basic chemistry thing, and you can get away with doing it, it's cheap, it's available, and it harms absolutely nothing. So I will keep you updated. This has been going on. I let it go for a little bit too long. Doesn't look that bad, but I've known it was here for a couple of days. Well, okay, maybe 3 or 4 days. But it's been pouring down rain, and you can't treat anything as a foliar spray when it's pouring down rain. So we're supposed to have sun for the next couple of days. If you've tried it before, let me know if you had success, if it works or not, and what you did and how you did it, so maybe we can share some information. So again, it's Christina, the Happy Heretic. Like it if you like it, and subscribe if you want to see what crazy thing I'm up to on any given day.